All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like, everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich. So I'm finna put the squeeze on and give me a couple dollars and just saying, you know what I'm saying? Just nobody believed that was really Diddy beating Meek back in. But now y'all believe the video, right?
Burna Boy's reportedly losing his mind right now. Word is the feds just hit him with a subpoena. Yeah, they want him to testify against Diddy. And it ain't just about what he saw, it's about what he did. Insiders say Burna wasn't just chilling at the parties. He might have been all up in Diddy's freaky business. And it gets even wilder. Remember those shady rumors flying around about a leaked tape showing Burna and Diddy getting a little too close? Right after all that noise, Burna magically wins a Grammy? People ain't buying it. They say the trophy wasn't earned. It was gifted, straight up bought with favors. And let's not forget, Chloe Bailey dropped Burna real quick after whispers started about him being on the down low. She cut ties like she saw something she couldn't unsee. Now, folks in the industry are saying Diddy was the puppet master behind it all, pulling strings and making deals in the dark. So what's the truth? Was Burna just another one of Diddy's freak-off recruits? Did Diddy really trade his soul just to hand out shiny awards? The streets are on fire with these questions. But before we dive deeper into the madness, let's take it back for a sec. Remember Burna and Chloe Bailey's short but steamy Lil Fling? At first, everybody was shook. Nobody saw that match coming. They were spotted all over, linking up in LA, popping bottles in Lagos, and even doing Valentine's in Nigeria. Yep, Burna flew Chloe back to the homeland for V-Day, and fans were loving it. People were calling them the next power couple. Then, poof, it was over, just like that. Chloe vanished from his timeline. No more dates, no more flicks, no more Afrobeat romance. At the time, nobody knew why. But now, it's coming out. Word is Chloe found out what was really going on, stuff the public wasn't supposed to hear, and it's messy.
Yes. What's up, boy?
Triple, quadruple. In the flesh.
Good.
The streets are buzzing. Folks say a boy got caught up with Diddy, and not in a good way. Word is, Chloe Bailey low-key confirmed it too, dropping cryptic clues after Burna allegedly stepped out on her. With a man. Yeah, it's getting real out here. The whispers were already loud about Burna being connected to Diddy behind closed doors, but once that Grammy came out of nowhere, everything started lining up like a Netflix plot twist. People are calling it a straight-up exchange. One commenter even said, damn, more and more black men turning out, they gave up their man card. What's going on in the community? And let's be real, folks aren't saying this stuff in a vacuum. There's tension out here. Now people are giving Burna the side eye. Like, what really went down for him to snatch that Grammy? It's not just about talent anymore. It's about deals made in the dark. And if you think this drama ends there, nah, it's just getting started. Sources say the feds are officially coming for Burna. He's reportedly been subpoenaed to testify in Diddy's federal case. Not just to talk about the alleged tape, which people swear sounds exactly like him, but also to spill what he witnessed at those infamous freak-off parties. Because Burna wasn't just a guest, he was part of the inner circle, and that means he saw everything.
Diddy could promise a producer, if he's in a homosexual act, that he could give him a Grammy.
Now the heat's on. Insiders say he might be forced to start naming names. One user even said, if they drag Burna to court, they need to pull every African artist who hit up Diddy or Jay-Z's parties. Men, women, and their managers too. And that's where it gets serious, because if Burna starts talking, it could shake the entire Afrobeats industry to the core. We're talking artists, producers, execs. Nobody's safe. Let's really break it down. Because at the heart of all this chaos, it's that Grammy Burna Boy snatched up. From the jump, people said it felt off. Like, how did he suddenly leap ahead of legends who've been running the game for years? It's got folks saying straight up, favors were exchanged, deals went down, and some wild freak-offs might have sealed the deal. And if you think that's just wild talk, think again. Even Terrence Howard recently stepped forward, dropping some serious truth bombs. He said some celebs straight up give up their manhood for fame and never get their souls back. He didn't call names, but let's be real. The message was loud and clear. He even said some of these dudes let Puff smash them for access, and now they walk around haunted by what they did. And don't forget, Terrence already said Diddy allegedly tried to come for him too. So when he starts throwing out warnings like that, it's not hard to see what he's pointing at.
Get offended. Now question I they ask. How many oil did you drop for your nyash before they give you that trophy? Burna, how many oil did them rob for your nyash?
Now that we've set the stage with Burna and Diddy's alleged freaky ties, let's zoom out and talk about the bigger beast, the Grammy game itself. Because when Lil Rod Jones stepped into the spotlight with his lawsuit and jaw-dropping interviews, he blew the lid all the way off. Lil Rod claimed Diddy was operating like some twisted gatekeeper, telling artists straight up, if you play the game, you get the Grammy. Not because you earned it, but because you're willing to go there. And it gets even crazier. Lil Rod says Diddy used respected names, like Stevie J, as bait. Yeah, Stevie, the man folks genuinely admire for his talent, being dangled like a prize just to lure folks into Diddy's world. This ain't just about award. It's about power, control, and what people are really trading to get to the top. Right, so here's where it gets even messier. According to Lil Rod, Diddy was out here weaponizing that respect people had for Stevie J. He'd make folks feel like, if Stevie did it, then it must be cool. But the real tea? Stevie was allegedly just another pawn, pulled into the freaky side of things, and only got his Grammy after getting his hands dirty behind the scenes. But hold up, it doesn't stop there. Now Meek Mill's name is getting dragged into the madness. That's right. Folks are saying Meek might have paid a price too, just for getting tight with Diddy. Word on the street? There's an alleged tape of Meek, just like the rumored Burna Boy one. The whispers say Meek got caught up in his own freaky moment with Diddy, and the tape supposedly shows him getting clapped in a way that's got people shook. And if you've been watching over the years, something always felt off about Meek and Diddy's connection. Fans started raising eyebrows when they kept popping up at events dressed like twins. We're talking matching designer gear, side-by-side struts at red carpets, looking like a full-on couple. No cap, just check the photos. They were moving in sync like Velcro. And now that Diddy's empire is falling apart, subpoenas flying, feds sniffing around, Meek Mill has gone ghost. Now fans are wondering, is Meek hiding because he knows what's coming? Could his name end up on a witness list, or even worse, on an accomplice list?
Sorry that you got cheated on.
It's all right. Been a couple times. You know, I feel like no matter how bad of a bitch you are, sometimes will cheat.
Some folks on Reddit and Twitter are taking it even further, claiming Meek might have helped Diddy cover up some of this madness. There's even talk that Meek played a role in the whole situation with Kid Cudi's car, not just knowing about it, but actually helping Diddy torch it. This isn't just drama anymore. This is looking like a full-blown conspiracy. It gets darker. Some folks are even saying Cudi's dog got hurt in the middle of all this. And we can't forget what the game once said either. He admitted he spent years running around with Diddy, getting flown out, being shown off, but never stepping into a studio to record music. So what was really going on there? Now line that up with everything Lil Rod's been claiming. And that pattern. It's getting way too loud to ignore. If artists were getting pushed into sticky situations just to stay in Diddy's favor, then people are saying Burna Boy might have walked right into that same trap. Let's keep it real. Burna's Grammy win for Twice as Tall was a massive moment. It changed the game for Afrobeats. But now fans are going full detective mode, digging through old Coachella footage, Billboard award clips, even breaking down Diddy's tweets from years ago. And some fans swear Burna was looking a little too eager back then, like he already knew the real cost of what was coming. They're pointing at his body language, how he was always hovering around Diddy, almost glued to him, like he wasn't just there for the music, but locked in for something way deeper.
Let me in. Take that pain. Take it. Take it. You pushing me back.
After one now viral photo showed Burna and Diddy looking way too close, Burna tried to clap back with a short, salty post, but it backfired hard. Instead of clearing the air, that post just poured more fuel on the fire. Fans said it looked like he was trying too hard to cut ties once the allegations hit. But by then, the streets were already talking, and Burna's damage control just made it worse. And if that wasn't shady enough, get this, Diddy himself allegedly threw Burna under the bus in 2023. Word is, he went online and said, "I helped you win your first and only Grammy Award, which I did out of kindness." That right there, it hit like a bombshell. And somehow, you thought you could win another without my help. That's what Diddy allegedly posted, and fans went crazy. That line had serious double meaning. On the surface, Diddy's taking credit. But dig deeper, and it sounded like a straight-up threat. Like he was warning Burna, don't forget what you had to do to get that Grammy. People weren't just shocked. They were clowning Burna. And not just random fans. His own peers jumped in, dragging him. Leading the charge, Nigeria's #1 internet wildcard, Speed Darlington.
All of these documentaries and all that, he ain't been proven guilty of anything.
I think Diddy's suing one of them, actually.
I mean, I would too. If that was, I'd have.
This man went off online saying Burna didn't just win a Grammy, he earned it by getting rubbed down in baby oil. Yeah, he really said that. Speed was out here asking, how many bottles of Johnson's baby oil did it take to seal the deal? And get this, he implied Diddy was the one applying it. He basically said Burna was out here doing grown man favors for that trophy. The internet went nuts. Now, if you know Burna, you know he doesn't take shade lightly. And sure enough, not long after Speed made those wild baby oil claims, he vanished, like totally disappeared from the web. Gone, silent. Then boom, Speed's mom pops up online, begging Burna to let her son go. She claimed Burna had him snatched over a video he posted, presumably the same one with all those wild accusations. Burna's team tried to smooth things over, saying Speed was arrested for defamation.
How did you feel when you saw this lawsuit that made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill had?
I mean, to each their own, and why would they not have sex when they're gay rappers?
But let's keep it real. The timing looked way too perfect. Fans weren't buying it, especially when you know how deep Burna's roots run back home. The man's got reach in Nigeria, and folks started wondering if this was about silencing the noise or silencing the source. Some fans truly believe Burna used his street connections to shut Speed Darlington up. And honestly, with Burna's track record, it doesn't sound too far-fetched. Let's rewind. Back in 2010, Burna got caught up in a gang-related stabbing in London. He served 11 months, got out on parole, then dipped from the UK before they could fully process him.
Puff, I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff like to party.
He basically ran back to Nigeria to start over, and it worked. But that escape move got him banned from the UK until 2016. And when people tried to bring that up online, Burna didn't stay quiet. He threatened folks on Twitter, talking like he was ready to go full street again. Real classy, huh? Then came 2019, and Burna was out here throwing hands left and right. Fights in Nigeria, brawls in South Africa. He was wilding out, no lie. Dude's not scared of drama, and he's definitely not scared of using force. So now, when people say he might have handled Speed Darlington after that baby oil blow up, especially over public humiliation. Sadly, it adds up. And this is where everything clicks into place. When you line up Burna's alleged violent past, his ego, and that do whatever it takes mentality, then compare it with Diddy's history. Nightclub shootings, artist abuse allegations, and now this full-blown federal investigation. It starts to feel real familiar. Birds of a feather. Rub baby oil together.
Like, oh, you know, I don't have a problem with gay people. Gay people are, you know, Beyonce should have said, who run the world? Gays. Because they everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so speaking, man. Do you. It's a free country. Be gay. You can, you know, do that. Game don't have a problem.
No wonder they vibe so well. This wasn't just business. It was shared energy. That ride or die but make it toxic kind of energy. Now that Diddy's trial is deep into its second week, people are connecting dots faster than ever. Every testimony, every witness, every leaked image or alleged tape, it's all starting to form a picture. And that picture, it's got folks looking at Hollywood, the music game, and all these so-called legends with new eyes. Nothing's what it seemed. And the truth might be uglier than anybody expected. Things hit another level when a viral comment dropped like a bomb across timelines. Someone said, "What R. Kelly did looks mild compared to this mess." It makes you wonder who else is out here doing the same thing. That line shook people. Because the deeper this story gets, the clearer it becomes. This Diddy scandal ain't just some isolated chaos. It's looking systemic, ritualistic, and maybe even protected from the top. Kid Cudi just testified. He took the stand and dropped heavy details that pointed right back to Diddy's inner circle. And now, Al B. Sure, the R&B vet who's been beefing with Diddy for years has reportedly been subpoenaed too. Word is, he's sitting on decades of dirty secrets and might finally be ready to spill it all.
Just get information that my son is missing. Darlington is missing.
But here's what really set social media on fire. J-Lo and Jay-Z allegedly packed up and disappeared. Sources say they either went off the grid or made sure to cut all ties with anything Diddy related. Like they knew the storm was about to hit hard and didn't want to get caught in it. And Burna Boy? Fans swear he's in full-blown panic mode, not just worried about the law catching up, but about how his reputation might never bounce back. That Grammy glow? It's fading fast, and people are now looking at him in a whole different light. But now it's on you. What do you think? Did Burna really trade more than music to win that Grammy? Will he end up testifying? Or is he about to vanish back to Nigeria and lay low? And who else do you think is about to get dragged into court before this trial wraps up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with someone who needs to see what's really going down. This story's not even close to over. See you in the next one.